What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Well, I hate to tell you guys, but it looks like the excuses are running into a brick wall. Now, we all know what happened with Canelo versus Triple G. Canelo versus Triple G looks like it's now being allegedly postponed to possibly fighting in fall of 2017. Canelo vacated his belt, and he's under heavy fire, an immense amount of scrutiny. And I want to talk about recent statements from champion at super middleweight GILBERTO RAMIREZ, and there's a great write-up by Kevin Ioli on Yahoo Sports, link in the description so you can check it out. And I want to talk about what Ramirez said. He says, and I quote, "What Canelo is doing is very disappointing for us as boxing fans. A lot of us want to see that fight, him and Golovkin. But when he says something in the ring like that, yeah, I want to fight him, and then turns around and decides he's not going to fight him, it makes all of us boxers look bad, especially him. By not taking a fight that everybody wants to see and has been asking him to take, and which he said he would take, it's bad. He said it was for the title and that it was for pride, but obviously he has neither. He doesn't have the title or the pride. Boxing takes a shot when that happens, saying things and not coming through with them." And that's from GILBERTO RAMIREZ. His team also talks about the potential for a Gennady Golovkin fight with Ramirez, and they said they believe their fighter Zordo has the tools to beat a guy like Gennady Golovkin. He says Ramirez has seen everything in the gym, and Triple G is a one-dimensional fighter. He's really great offensively, but his defense is zero. He's not the 85 Bears. Talking about football, Chicago Bears. I know some of y'all just watch boxing, so y'all won't understand the 85 Bears. Really good team. And he says, I think that jump from 160 to 168 is the biggest leap you can make. Those guys at 168, they're walking around at 190, 195. GILBERTO has long arms, and while I know Triple G can crack, he's going to be getting whacked over and over as he tries to come in. So for the full write-up, check Yahoo Sports. I want to talk about his statements. Now, as far as the fight with Ramirez and Triple G, I love it because ultimately Triple G's 34 years old. His resume is average. He's destroying people, but he still doesn't have an in prime, youthful guy with no loss like a Ramirez. And Ramirez himself has a lot to prove still, because I seen him in Denver live. I went to cover Brandon Rios versus Mike Alvarado. I covered that fight live in Denver. I seen him and I really wasn't impressed. I'll be 100% honest. Met his whole team. The thing I can't say with him is he seems very focused and he's tall as hell. I'm 6'5" and he was tall. I was like, damn, I didn't realize how tall he was. They say he's 6'2", but he almost looked taller. Maybe it's just because his arms are real long. Very interesting stylistic matchup with a guy like Golovkin, because Golovkin would obviously be moving up to fight him at 168, and he's real lanky. Now, moving forward with Ramirez's career, even though I wasn't impressed in Denver, when I seen him in his last fight on the on the Pacquiao versus Bradley 3 card, I was impressed. He showed some different shades and different tools in his toolkit. He moved a bit because he knew he was in there with the puncher like Arthur Abram and a veteran, and he looked really good, and Abram had no answer for anything he was doing, and he became a champion. So yeah, it's a championship fight. Golovkin, if he fought like a Ramirez, fight him while he's green or whatever they said Mayweather did to Canelo. You know what I mean? He's young. He's calling you out. Bob Arum said he wants to make the fight. Make the fight. And then you can always drop back down. That's the thing I don't understand. People keep saying, oh, Golovkin, he wants to unify. That's great. But Floyd Mayweather did it. Floyd Mayweather went up and fought Oscar De La Hoya. He didn't stay at 54 and just campaign there. Then he came back down, had other fights at welterweight, moved back up to fight Cotto, who had been fighting at 54. He fought him at 54, moved back down, then moved back up and fought later Canelo at a catchweight of 152. Right? Pacquiao did it. He didn't just stay up at 152. He fought Margarito, had the experience, and that was it. You know what I mean? He moved back down to welter. So Golovkin can do the same thing. It's up to him and his team what they want to do for their career and their legacy. And I think he needs a youthful talent like a Ramirez. Obviously, some guys are avoiding him, like Canelo doesn't look like he wants to fight Danny Jacobs, Billy Joe Saunders. So if that is in fact the case, you can't get those people in your own division for whatever reason. Maybe one of the people in the higher division that are calling you out that you feel you can beat and then drop back down. Now, let me talk about Ramirez's comments to Canelo. Again, the excuses are running out for why Canelo versus Liam Smith is happening. And I told you guys time and time again, new media is very funny because when I make a video and I express my thoughts, it's kind of like I feel Paulie Malignaggi. I've always felt him as a commentator great insight, great knowledge of the game, but I really feel him because when Paulie, he speaks his mind just like me, right? And Paulie Malignaggi tells you how he feels. Win, lose, or draw, whether you agree or disagree, he gives you that realness and that pure, unadulterated thoughts. That's what I do on my channel, and Paulie gets criticized a lot. Some of the things he doesn't have ways of proving, but other things he has good analysis. Like, let's say when he was talking about why Mayweather would beat Pacquiao, a lot of people disagreed. Oh, you're dumb, Paulie, you just hate Pacquiao, etc. And guess what? He was right. You know what I mean? So it can't be a hate Pacquiao thing when he was absolutely right. If you turn on the news channel and the meteorologist says, hey, it's going to be 106 degrees for the next 3 days, and then you decide to wear a turtleneck, overalls, and a beanie, that's your fucking fault because he told you what the weather was going to be, right? And this whole Canelo situation, I expressed my opinion. I didn't just bash the fight. I tell you why I'm not on board with the fight. I don't think it's a pay-per-view ready fight. I don't think fans know enough about Liam Smith to say it's going to be a great fight, especially in the States, etc. I don't like the chain of events, Canelo vacating his belt. And guess what? You have another high-profile fighter who's coming up in the ranks with Top Rank, Gilberto Ramirez, who is saying the same thing, and he's a champion, right? And he's Mexican. So the funny thing is, when I do videos, other people do videos, other channels, people try to segregate it and make it like only a certain group of people are condemning the Canelo Liam Smith fight. That's not the case. They say, ego, oh, you just hate Canelo, so Gilberto Ramirez hates Canelo too. And other people who spoke out, even Kevin Ioli of Yahoo Sports, Bob Arum, you know what I mean? Everybody hates him because all these people have said the Canelo versus Triple G fight should happen, or a lot of people have expressed their discern with Canelo and his recent behavior, or his team's recent behavior. So, guys, it's looking bad because you have other fighters who are saying the same thing. And one of the biggest things is how it all went down, and Gilberto Ramirez hit the nail on the head with it, talking about, oh, like we say in Mexico, we don't fuck around, this ain't for play, we fight for pride, we could put the gloves on. You can't say all of that and then a week later vacate your belt. It's not gonna look good. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't do that. You can't have a challenge like that and then it looks like you turn your back and walk the other way. Here, have the belt, get off my back. Because Triple G was applying pressure. Hey, no, guys, give me my belt. Like, you know what I'm saying? He kept posting that, tweeting that, hashtagging, and the pressure became too much. And in that situation, Canelo folded, or his team folded, and they conceded with what Triple G was demanding. So it looks like you let another fighter, another grown man punk you. That's what it looks like. So again, the walls are closing in. The fight with Canelo Liam Smith, I've already expressed it, and a lot of people have the same sentiment. So stop making it like this is just the Canelo hate channel or whatnot. Open your ears and open your eyes to what people are saying. And Gilberto Ramirez is saying the same thing. He's a fighter. He's a champion. He has no reason. And I think what he says, what Canelo is doing, is very disappointing for us boxing fans. I agree with it because I think that's why Canelo's under so much pressure. The level of disappointment. Including myself. Canelo is a great fighter. He's a good fighter. I really enjoy Canelo. I like his style. I think he has some slick moves. I think he's learning. He's still young. And a lot of people are giving him a chance to beat Golovkin. So the fact that he does that, it doesn't really make them feel good as boxing fans supporting him. Like, damn, we were pulling for you. I was talking shit in the comment section saying how you'll beat Golovkin because who's he fought? And now it doesn't look like it because he looks like the one who's more so avoiding this bout. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think of Ramirez's comments. As far as Ramirez Triple G, that's a fight I would definitely watch. And let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Share the video. Like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.
I mean, I don't know.
Are you used to it?
People get mad, you know? Like, people, Amir's fans like me, and then they get mad at me when I pick Canelo in this fight. I mean, guys, I'm a boxing analyst. Doesn't mean I dislike one of the guys just because I don't pick for him, you know what I'm saying? But that's bullshit to me because you can't force guys to fight you. Golovkin hasn't been in with the same caliber of guys as Canelo because those guys don't want to fight Golovkin. That's it. So you can't put a gun at somebody's head and make them get in the ring. You can't compare the level of opposition when people won't fight you. I don't believe the whole he hasn't fought enough names thing with Canelo. I legitimately think Canelo represents so much money that it's not worth it to chance him against Golovkin. That's it. And so you bring up the who'd fight him. Just like all those other big names won't take a chance on Golovkin, neither will Canelo. It's the same concept. You can't knock somebody for being so good that guys won't fight them, and then you say who they fight. Of course, who they fight. Nobody wants to fight them, including you. So how you gonna compare that? You know. So
what about
for me that argument is irrelevant.
So what about the fighters that's calling them out, like Gilberto Ramirez, James DeGale, Edison Laura, even the new dude Kurtzitze, who just beat Antoine Douglas. What about them guys?
If Golovkin beats Kurtzitze, they're gonna say he's the same thing as everybody else Golovkin just beat. I mean, in reality, Kurtzitze hasn't done a lot yet. But yeah, the other guys are 68 pounders. So on 68 is getting exciting again, and that makes me happy, you know, because it was so good for a little while. Then the guys kind of dissipated off. But new crop for 68 pounders is really good. I think James DeGale makes a definite case to be the top one. Badu Jackson looking good. Zurdo Ramirez looked really good.
You don't feel it, then it must be too real to touch. You'll never in your life try to knock the truth. The illest shit ever. Get ready, 'cause this is about to get heavy.
Trying to keep me out, trying to censor what I say, 'cause they don't like what I'm talking about. So what's wrong with the media today?
Prove I'm lying if I ain't correct.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.